This is Fairhope High School student, Mr. Trey Jones.
Yes, sir. My name is Trey Jones. I live at 416 Frederick Avenue, down in Fairhope. I want to talk tonight about turning the Founders parking lot, opening it for students to be able to park there during the school day, because the only two grades that are allowed to park at the high school are the seniors and the juniors, and half or over half of the sophomore class has already turned 16, and we are being held back almost by not being able to drive our way to school. We're having to take the bus, and it's crowded. The bus that I used to ride before I got my lovely mother to start taking me to school, there was 4 people to a seat, and they're meant for 2 people. We had people sitting on the ground all the way lining the bus, and then we split the bus into 2 buses, and it stayed that way. More people started riding it because they figured it would be less crowded, which just crowded it more. And the reason that Founders is such a great place is because it's so close to the school that it's not having to walk a long way. You can drive to school, you can leave your house at 7:30, get there, and still have time to walk to school. And on your way walking there are no roads that you have to cross, there's no dangerous intersections, there's no stop signs even, because there's nothing in between Founders and the school. All it is a practice football field. I was under the impression that there was a problem with drugs and alcohol at Founders, and that was the reason that it was shut down to students. And I was figuring that we could charge for parking at Founders just like the high school charges for parking. I think it's $40, but with that money, and I don't know if only that money will work, we could provide another job in law enforcement. We could have the K-9 unit come to the schools, to the Founder parking lot, to make sure there aren't any drugs and make sure kids aren't drinking there. And I know the parking lot isn't in the top condition, and I'm actually working on becoming an Eagle Scout, which is the highest rank in scouting that you can earn. And to get Eagle Scout, you have to work on a project. You have to show your ability to lead people in a project. And I was thinking, if this was to go through, that I could prepare, repaint, and paint numbers even on the parking spots inside of Founders parking lot, so that we could have assigned different parking spots for all the students. The kids that don't have parking spaces at the school, they have to park across roads, and I know some people park at Big John's, which is right across the entrance to the parking lot, but that's still a really busy road right there because of all the students turning in the morning, and half the girls that go to school there put their makeup on in the car on the way to school, so they could easily just hit somebody and not even realize what they've done.
There's nobody texting or anything like that while they're driving.
No, never. That's all that I have to say. If anybody has any questions.